Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we'll be showing you how to install our new direct fit switch panel for the 2021 Plus Ford Bronco. For the first step, feed the panel mounted USB adapter wires through the switch panel, then firmly press it into place. For the next step, feed the provided zip ties through the plastic tabs on the back side of the panel mounted USB adapter. Then zip them into place. Trim the excess sections of the zip ties for a clean finish. Once you're done on one side, just make sure to do the same thing on the opposite side. Next up, connect the USB-A and USB-C 9-degree adapters to the ends of the panel-mounted USB adapter cables. This is what your switch panel should look like once you've assembled it. Now let's move on to the vehicle. For the next step, remove the two T30 Torx fasteners securing the center console grab handle. Once the fasteners are removed, remove the grab handle from the center console. Then open the glove box and remove the 7mm bolt in the upper left corner. Next up, pull outward on the driver's side dash panel under the steering column. Once all of the clips securing it in place are free, the panel will swing downwards to the floor. Then remove the 7mm bolt located in the upper right corner. Next up, turn the vehicle onto accessory mode, then engage the parking brake. Once the parking brake is engaged, press on the brake pedal and move the gear selector into drive. After completing this process, cycle the ignition back to the off position. Next, grasp the sides of the climate control assembly and pull outward to release the clips securing it in place. For this next step, disconnect the 3 wire harness connectors from the back side of the climate control assembly. Once the connectors have been removed, remove the climate control assembly from the vehicle. After completing this process, press the brake pedal and shift the gear selector back into park. Next up, remove the lower trim panel from the bottom of the climate control assembly. Then, remove the 3 6mm screws from the back side of the climate control assembly. Next, install the Borne Off-Road switch panel and secure it in place with the 3 6mm screws removed in the previous step. For this next step, identify the center line of the lower trim panel previously removed from the climate control assembly. There's a small bump on the back of the trim panel. This is the center point of the panel. Using a marker and a ruler, mark out a box that extends 15mm from each side of the center line and spans from the bottom edge of the panel to the groove above it. Next up, using a file or similar abrasive tool, remove the material located in the box that was marked in the previous step. A pair of side cutters will be useful to quickly rough in the area where the material is being removed. However, a file and sandpaper should be used to clean up all the edges. Then reinstall the lower trim panel onto the climate control assembly. For this next step, cycle the vehicle back onto accessory mode, then engage the parking brake. Press the brake pedal and move the gear selector back into drive. Next, connect the USB-A and USB-C cables to the connection ports in the center console. As you can see here, we already have Borne wiring installed with our lights. You're going to want to make sure those are placed in the center before putting back the whole assembly. Next, reconnect the 3 previously removed harness connectors to the back side of the climate control assembly. For this next step, line up the Borne Off-Road lighting wire harnesses with the notch cut out in the climate control assembly's lower trim panel. Then firmly press the climate control assembly back into place. Once your assembly is in place, press on the brake pedal, put your gear selector back into park, and turn off the vehicle. Next, feed the Borne Off-Road lighting wire harnesses through the desired open slots on the switch panel and connect the wires to the switches. If you're going to connect our pod lights, light bars, and/or rock lights, make sure that the black wire goes to position 8, red wire goes to position 2, and the blue wire goes to position 3. Once all the wires are connected, press the switches into the slots until fully seated. This right here is our white and amber switch made for our light bar DRL. On the back side, the black wire is going to go to position 7, yellow wire to position 4, red wire to position 5, white wire to position 6, and our other red wire to position 2. When connecting the wires, if you're struggling, it's always helpful to use needle nose pliers. Next up, install the provided panel plugs into the remaining empty slots on the switch panel. Once those panel plugs are installed, you can start reassembling the car. On the driver's side, reinstall the 7mm bolt that was previously removed. Once reinstalled, rotate the dash panel under the steering column upwards and firmly press it back into place. On the passenger's side, reinstall the 7mm bolt that was previously removed. Once reinstalled, close the glove box. Lastly, reinstall the center console grab handle and secure it in place with the 2 T30 Torx fasteners. Alright, that's it for this video, guys, but if you want to check out some more details about the direct fit switch panel and even purchase one, click on the first link down below in the description. Also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.